What's up, guys? It's the TheWokeIndigo 11 here, coming at you today with another video. And today I'm going to be explaining to you guys why you cannot trust the news media and you should not get any of your opinions or information about the world from the news media. And here's why. You see, back in 1983, 90% of news media was owned by 50 companies. So you had a good range of people and sources you got your news from. Now, today, 90% of the news media is owned by 6 companies. Yes, that's right. 6 companies control 90% of the information that people see online. And those 6 companies are Comcast, News Corp, Disney, Viacom, Time Warner, and CBS. So you might see like 3 different news channels or 3 different websites, and they have slightly different information, but they're all agreeing on the same thing. It's because they're owned by the same people. So think about it this way. The elite people that own the news media have an agenda they want pushed, whatever it is at whatever particular time. But if you're watching those news stations and those news channels, you're literally just giving them hours and hours of your time so that they can just put filler and BS and just completely try to brainwash you and convince you of things that aren't true. So it's kind of like the Mkultra video I made, which I'll link in the description, but literally, repetition is one of the most simple and basic forms of mind control. That's why you see the news media presenting the same things every single time you get on the news. Have you ever noticed on the news how they never really seem to talk about anything positive? They're always trying to talk about negative stuff, shootings, robberies, murders, all these negative things. There's a reason for that. And it's because this world is a matrix, and they're trying to keep everyone stuck in the matrix. Because if you're too distracted with the news and sports and TV and all these things, then you're not paying attention to what's really going on. And something I find interesting is that, like, a lot of times when there's, like, for example, an elite that's getting exposed online or something like that, or this big scandal happens, suddenly all of the news media will be talking about something stupid that's not even relevant or important at all. And it'll be like, ooh, Cardi B got a haircut, and it's like blowing up the news. And yet, like, in the back page of the news, it's like, oh, this elite billionaire was just caught like in a sex trafficking ring. So it's very, very clear that the news media doesn't have like the news that's actually important, the news you actually need. It's the news and the information that they want to feed you so that they can kind of sway your opinions and pretty much try to control the way you think. So next time you see the news or online, just think to yourself, like, this is probably BS, and you do some more research. If your research is as simple as Google search and then going to one of the first 3 big popular news websites, Vice, New York Times, Washington Post, that is not good information. You need good information in your mind, because if you have false information, then you have a false construct and false ideas about what's really going on in our life. So you really just can't trust the news media. And I mean, in my generation, people are getting their news from Snapchat. Like, literally, some people are doomed. How can you expect that anything you believe is going to be real if the information you're feeding yourself with is from people that see you as a sheep? I mean, Google literally, I'm following this guy on Twitter who worked for Google, and he like declassified that they have literally been messing with the information that people sees. They messed with like the votes in the election, the presidential election, and I think Google swayed like 2.5 million people to vote against Donald Trump and vote to Hillary because of the way that they filter in information alone. So you just need to understand, like, the elite news sources, all of the big ones that you see, they have a purpose for the reason they're showing you these things. And the purpose is so that you can be a slave to them. And they'll try to convince you to vote X, Y, and Z way. They'll try to convince you to do this, do this. And there's always an agenda behind it, and people don't see it. So next time you're about to watch the news, or you're about to say, wow, like, that's a crazy thing that I saw on the news, just remember, there's a reason that they showed that to you. There's a reason that you saw that. And most likely it's so that they can influence you to vote a certain way or buy certain things or do certain things, because it benefits them, but it doesn't benefit you. it doesn't benefit you, because if you fill your mind with garbage information, then, I mean, it's just like filling your body with garbage food. Excess waste is not good, and you don't need that. You don't need the negativity in your life. Instead of watching the negative news talking about shootings, go out and try to make the world a better place. That's the best advice I can give you. This is why you can't trust the media. I'm the Woke Indigo 11. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace, love, and namaste.